a kitty cat. It's a fat kitty cat. Alright, hello and welcome to Spectral Searches. We're here with Sarah, PapaFrank, and Eric. And we're here at our undisclosed location, super secret, Eric's house. The history of the land that would eventually become Oshawa, and including the McLaughlin neighborhood, spans thousands of years. This area's story begins long before European settlement, and its transformation into a thriving industrial hub is tied to the McLaughlin family's efforts. Here's a closer look at the history of the region, from its indigenous roots to the development of the McLaughlin neighborhood. Long before European settlers arrived, the land, now known as Oshawa, was inhabited by indigenous peoples for thousands of years. The Anishinaabe, including the Ojibwe, Ottawa, and Potawatomi, were the primary groups in the area. As part of the larger Great Lakes region, they followed a seasonal lifestyle, fishing, hunting, and gathering along the shores of Lake Ontario and its surrounding rivers. The Mississauga, a subgroup of the Anishinaabe, specifically inhabited southern Ontario, including the Oshawa region. The rivers, particularly the Oshawa Creek, provided abundant natural resources that were crucial to the way of life. European contact with the region began in the early 1600s when French explorers, led by Samuel de Champlain, started interacting with the indigenous peoples of the Great Lakes. French settlers introduced new goods, including metal, tools, and established fur trading posts. However, tension arose due to European diseases and conflicts between the settlers and the indigenous groups. In the mid-1700s, following the British conquest of New France in 1763, the British Crown asserted control over the land. The area around Oshawa was designated for European settlement and agricultural development, leading to land transactions with local indigenous peoples. In 1787, the Mississauga signed the Toronto Purchase with the British Crown, ceding vast tracts of land in southern Ontario, including the area that would become Oshawa. This treaty was formalized in 1805, and with the land officially ceded, European settlers began moving into the region, establishing farms along the waterfront and rivers. By the early 19th century, Oshawa became known for its fertile soil, making it an ideal agricultural town. The town developed steadily as settlers established homesteads and small villages. The arrival of industrialization in the mid-1800s marked a dramatic shift for Oshawa. In 1876, Robert Samuel McLaughlin and his brothers founded the McLaughlin Carriage Works, which became one of the leading producers of horse-drawn carriages in Canada. Over the following decades, the McLaughlin family played a key role in transforming Oshawa from a small farming community into an industrial town. In the early 20th century, McLaughlin Carriage Works evolved into the McLaughlin Motor Car Company, later merging with General Motors in 1918. This move established Oshawa as a key center for the Canadian automotive industry, attracting a wave of workers who settled in neighborhoods near the McLaughlin estate. As the McLaughlin family's industrial empire grew, so did the demand for housing for the expanding workforce. In the early 1900s, they began developing residential neighborhoods surrounding their factory. The McLaughlins built homes for workers and contributed to the creation of parks, recreational facilities, and cultural spaces. The early 20th century saw the McLaughlin family's influence continue to shape the city. The development of residential areas helped accommodate Oshawa's rapidly growing population. Today, the McLaughlin neighborhood stands as a testament to the city's industrial past, showcasing diverse architecture and community spaces. Beyond residential developments, the McLaughlin family contributed to Oshawa's cultural and recreational landscape. For example, Lakeview Park, which opened in 1920, provided green space and recreational amenities for residents, enhancing the overall quality of life in the community. The industrial boom led to Oshawa's incorporation as a city on March 8, 1924. With this growth came significant infrastructure developments, including parks and public spaces, further shaping the McLaughlin neighborhood and broader Oshawa. The property under investigation is over 50 years old, situated in the heart of McLaughlin neighborhood, an area rich in industrial history and cultural development. While there are cemeteries nearby, like Mount Lawn Memorial Garden Cemetery and Pioneer Memorial Garden Cemetery, there is no information about the relocation of any cemeteries to make way for McLaughlin neighborhood. Furthermore, there is no readily available evidence linking the area to any paranormal activity. Most hauntings in Oshawa are associated with well-known historical locations rather than residential areas. So why are we investigating this location then? The concept of hauntings can be divided into two main categories: haunted locations and haunted items. While both involve paranormal activity, they differ in terms of what the phenomenon is tied to, a place or a specific object. Here's an overview. A haunted location is a place where paranormal events such as ghost sightings, unexplained noises, or other supernatural occurrences are reported. These locations are often linked to a significant historical event or former occupant. The haunting is tied to the physical place itself rather than any single object within it. On the other hand, a haunted item refers to a specific object believed to be the source of paranormal activity. These items are thought to have an attachment to the spirits or negative energy, causing strange events wherever the object is kept. For this location, during renovations, the residents discovered unusual artifacts, including figurines of the devil and a Nazi medallion, which may contribute to the house's eerie history. Some residents have shared unsettling experiences, including a recurring sensation of being watched, especially around 3 a.m., and occasionally glimpses of a strange figure from the corner of their eyes in the back room of the basement. And another resident recounted an unusual experience on their first day in the house. They found themselves mysteriously locked out of their room. To calm any potential spirits, they left out a beer as an offering. We cover this much history of the area to establish that many people have lived on the land. With a vast different culture spanning back thousands of years, the area must be filled with love, loss, grief, disagreements, and more that could add to the chance of capturing evidence of ghosts or the paranormal. This location may not be that old, and it may not have vast stories, but it has strange occurrences, and some of its occupants have suspicions of a haunting. So when we're investigating, it's important to determine what type of haunting we are investigating. There are two types: residual hauntings, which can have many characteristics, such as orbs, EVP sessions that catch repeated phrasing, the sounds of footsteps, apparitions that are disinterested in their environments, and opening and closing of doors, just to name a few. Alternatively, there are also intelligent hauntings. Intelligent hauntings can include many of these same phenomena, but will have an intelligent reaction: moving items, communications over EVPs, Ouija boards, etc. So with the strange items, such as the devil figurine and Nazi medallion, no longer in the house, let's take a look and see if we can find any lingering spirits, or help the occupant's mind at ease. And with all that being said, it's time to go out and search the spectral planes. So I went and did a little bit of background on the house, and there's not much to really talk about with it. No. But of the area, there was a lot of First Nations groups that were here before, and it's all usually the same ones that we talk about every time because we don't venture very far away from home. But
super exciting.
Super exciting.
Very
so,
gripping.
pre-1600s, you had like the Anishinaabe people here, you know, the Ojibwe, Ottawa, Haudenosaunee, you know, Mississaugas. I know they're all like different groups and different falling under different areas and whatnot, but they kind of all interspersed in here. You know, then you had the European arrival in the 1600s to 1700s, and you know, all the way through up to the 1900s, where you have the development of Oshawa, kind of, as we get into it, and the McLaughlin family, because this is the McLaughlin family neighborhood. Yes. So I actually didn't realize that they were such an influential thing on the area because of their carriage company. Yeah, that's why they're so important.
I actually didn't know they made carriages.
I didn't know they made carriages.
Did you guys actually not know that?
I just thought all they made were like X-Men houses.
That's why everything's.
I thought they made X-Men houses
and
too.
Billy Madison.
That's why like everything's named McLaughlin around here.
I knew they were really important. I knew they were part of like
and that's
cars.
why GM was here.
Yeah, and exactly.
I knew the car part, but it makes sense that
they started here. Yeah. So basically, that was really all the history of the area. Is just the fact that the McLaughlin family really helped to develop the area because of their carriage company. They started having their employees and workers living in the area, had to develop the suburban area around it and all that. You know, making parks, recreation centers, and so on. And that's what really helped push Oshawa to be a city, where it became a city on March 8th, 1924.
Really?
Pretty close to today.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was like 100 years ago, like this summer.
Like, yeah. So this actual house is over 50 years old. Somewhere between 51 to 99, as described online.
That's very specific.
Yep, as described on Zolo.com.
Wow, that's actually
not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
That's actually pretty cheap for a house.
Now I'm starting to realize when we moved in, it was still the original.
50 to 99. That was a joke.
Yeah, I did say years old. I did look up no cemeteries.
We'll try again, guys. We'll try again.
Start over.
Yeah, no cemeteries have been moved around here, but you are surrounded by cemeteries.
Oh, there's so many cemeteries in the area.
Yeah, so the one thing that's kind of going into is I know you have some experiences that have happened around here.
Yep.
So if you'd like, you can share some experiences with us, Eric.
Okay. Well, now I feel awkward. Okay. Okay. So there's been like kind of a few weird instances. Usually it's all involving the back room area in our basement. Don't
look at me. Sorry. Cut that out. Start from scratch, sorry.
Okay. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that the house was still probably in its original condition when we moved in. They still had all the original walling. There's like almost no outlets down here. It was a finished basement, but like old school 60s basement with the wood paneling and like an old shag carpet.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was old looking. Yeah, and I know my roommates had said that they've heard voices down here. More than anything, just a sense of like when you'd be sitting in this room that we're filming in, there was a sense that like someone or something could be watching you from the other room. And particularly out of the corner of your eye, you'd always kind of like just get this like idea that someone's kind of watching you. We renovated down here and improved it a lot, and it's calmed down a lot since then, but especially when we first moved in, it's pretty creepy. We also found certain nefarious group medallions when we moved in, which was quite the shock. Real mischief makers, that group.
Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, there's at least a few things to kind of look for while we're here.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
The locking of the room.
Oh yeah, I did have a story about.
Locking.
Yeah. The room locking.
the day we moved in, our roommate had tried to get into his room, and he could not get into his room, so he left a beer out for the ghost while he slept in the living room.
That's the story.
And that was Jordan, who has accompanied us before.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
You guys would have met Jordan. He's been on these before. Yeah, he He begged the ghost not to harm him, we'll say, and left a beer for the ghost as a bra.
Jordan, lover of ghosts. Friend of all ghosts.
In the morning, we just kicked in his door. It was fine.
Alright, well, with all that, I guess we can start doing some stuff.
Okay.
We begin by documenting the equipment being utilized and the initial readings of EMF and temperature. This allows us to compare them throughout the night to see if there are any changes.
This form will allow us to check initial instances of breezes, opening and closing of doors, EMF, and temperature, as well as the usage of holy water. We also periodically check these factors and utilize typical paranormal investigative techniques.
Alright,
Went to my cousin's.
I started doing this
Last
because
kind of
you
family?
started doing this.
The tech review?
Yeah. No, we're supposed to review just listing the things that we forgot. Alright, so the main thing that we're probably going to start with is going to be just the K2 EMF reader. Obviously, there's a lot of computers and whatnot down here, so we have to keep all that in mind while we're doing this, because we probably have a lot of stray EMF kind of flying around. We also have our laser grid. Daisy might really enjoy that, potentially. So yeah, I can probably put that back in there. Of course, we have the thermometer, so we can test to make sure that the temperatures are staying the same, not fluctuating. Important for finding the ghost room in Phasmophobia.
Makes sense.
Yeah. We also have our Ghostware Pro audio recorder. And then things that we're probably not going to be using this time are Ouija board, pendulum board, and so on, as some of the residents would not like that to be utilized.
Thank you.
And then at the end we do have, of course, we have holy water, black tourmaline to keep us all safe, and then we have some sprays from for protection, cleansing, and attraction. Well, I'm going to just take some base readings of your area.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're still filming. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh crap, we are still filming.
Oh my gosh.
It should be noted that while I'm getting ready for our investigation, we're all taking this incredibly seriously.
My penis doesn't work. Never has. I don't have a penis. I don't even have a vagina. Vagina! I don't have a vagina. I'm flat as a Ken doll. Great Ken dolls, American Ken dolls. No one has Ken dolls better than I do. No, anyways.
This is your fishies?
Yep. They are not electric fishies. Okay, Frankie's
Oh,
Are you sure?
Oh, we have a 3
Ghost fish.
EMF
Oh,
4.
it's the UV light.
It's the oobs.
Yeah, it would be the UV light. Don't drop
So I'm gonna go with this is probably ghost. This is a ghost fish right here.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it in your fish dive? You're not a ghost either.
Excellent.
Spooky back room.
No lights on. Actually, you know what? No, we need light on.
Like, can you see? Oh, Jesus, I stared directly at that.
I apologize for the messy back room.
Like a tube
Oh.
in here. Yeah. Oh.
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 I can already
That's
tell you why
EMF
it's going to go up
2.
in that room.
3.
Oh.
Is the electrical strong in here or something?
It would be.
Yeah.
Is the fuse box in here?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Did you find any ghosts in there?
All of them, yeah. We're done.
Nice.
And now the kitchen.
No, not the maple syrup.
I was thinking maybe.
I
Try
swear,
the
if the
paint.
syrup was haunted, I'm out.
Our initial readings of temperature and EMF showed us that the temperatures were consistent throughout the basement, and that the EMF fluctuated in the laundry room and by the router. Turn on to so many cameras. And your kitchen is 19.5. It's a pretty chill environment.
It's almost like there may not be anything here.
Nope.
Every night in my dreams.
just like laying aside, wide awake, just like tears running down his cheeks.
The Smithers scene where Mr. Burns comes in through the window.
The handprint of the hand. What are you doing, Daisy?
This is where Josh will be saying, well, this is the evidence we got. I'm tracking this and that.
According to my calculations,
That's more accurate.
I'm clearly tracking the temporal temperatures of this house along with the EMF readings to make sure there are no electromagnetic field fluctuations in the area.
Oh.
You know what? I'm actually buying what you're saying.
Yeah,
a
it's
little bit
pretty
there.
good.
Like, it actually sounds pretty legit.
Thank you, Josh.
All right, so thinking we can start with just doing like the laser and like
Yeah,
some EVP in the other room.
we can do some.
Okay. Did you guys see any ghosts?
7, but not too many.
Wow. I love how I already started recording. Like,
Yeah.
That's our whale ghost.
yeah. Okay, so we're in the back room at Eric's house. Frankie's currently eating Scooby snacks in the back there.
You'll hook me with snacks.
So,
Oh, I'm getting a flicker.
oh,
Immediately. Got a little 2 flicker. Oh, 3 flicker. What? I don't like it.
Here, let me try something.
that's pretty cool.
As soon as
If
we
anyone's
stop
here-
lights.
Can you please? That's interesting. Yeah.
Are you making the K2 go off? If you are, stop making it off right now. It is pretty consistent.
I don't know.
Well, if there's anybody currently residing in this area, you can talk into our audio recorder here or continue interacting through the green dot there. And you're also welcome to walk within these green dots. That would help us.
Get out of here.
You can walk in front of the green dots to make it easier to see you. I do think that the K2 going off is just the same thing over and over.
Yeah, it's just interesting it wasn't doing it before.
Yeah.
Can I give it a shot?
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Could be my cousin. Her room would be right.
Right above us.
Actually, no. The entrance to the house is right above us. Because the cold storage through that door is underneath their front step.
You're sitting right there, right?
Yeah. Want to switchy?
And if you go in there, that's the creepiest room
Yeah,
in the house.
it's
It's just
heading
right
to
there.
2s and 3s.
Yeah.
Frankie, go in the cold storage room.
This one here?
They're the one that you're
Oh,
back against.
oh. Sorry, I was going
Oh, this
faster.
one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I had it before, it wasn't going. It only went to 2 in the back room, and it wasn't doing
That's
anything.
the haunted room.
What, this
Here?
one?
Yeah.
Or the cold storage?
Storage room.
No, the.
Oh, the cold storage in the haunted room. Why waste our time here?
I don't know. I forgot that. No one goes in that room. I forgot it existed.
All right, we can.
I'm getting a solid 2, right? 2,
Oh.
3. It's solid. It's stuck on 3. Oh, it's the microwave.
It's
Wait,
not
is it
plugged in.
What?
No, it's not plugged in at all. There's no electronics in that room other than the light bulb.
All right, why don't we finish up this area here, then we
But
can
right
just
here,
shove
it's,
him in there
it's,
by
it's
himself.
stuck on. It's stuck on 3. Is this you? Can you stop it? No. Okay. There's something here then. Maybe some wiring or something, because it's a hard 3.
If it's consistent, then
There
it's
is a light
wiring.
bulb in
Yeah,
that room,
it's
but
stuck
other
there.
than
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything in there.
Well,
Okay.
let's just.
Ghost love cold storage.
What if I go in
That's
here?
true.
Frankie's just doing his own.
Frankie's doing his own investigation now.
Yeah. Getting solid 2s. 2s in here.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. 2, 3s. Okay, the bathroom then, right? Do you see anything in the bathroom?
Sure, man. All right, well, Frankie does that. I guess we can look for
Is anyone
voices.
in here? No. In Jesus' name, I demand you to make this EMF go off. Oh my God. just a light flicker or two.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means there, but I don't know.
Probably
I'm not sure
not.
if that's like really impressive. Jesus made it go up or down, or if it's really unimpressive. He was only able to make it go up and down once.
It kind of. Oh.
So one thing I did notice too, you got the router.
The router's right here. You see?
Oh,
Might
that would
be
do it.
influencing the entire area just a little bit.
Okay.
If there's anybody here, can you please talk into what I'm holding in my hand? If you're there, did you like Frankie? That's a lot of things at once.
My heart just skipped a beat.
What time?
After our initial experimentations with voice recorders to search for EVPs, we decided to try a spirit box session. During this time, we can also see an orb. It should be noted that our standard operating procedure for the spirit box or EVP sessions is that 3 different users need to agree on a singular item or a singular phrase being spoken. Throughout this experiment and throughout this investigation, we rarely have any instances where we all agree on what is said. So, it is up to you to speculate whether or not our interpretations are accurate or not. I'm actually going to turn the light on because it's quite hard to see what the buttons
Doesn't work with the lights on.
Oh, Jesus.
No, you gotta turn. I mean, I guess you could.
I think Frankie needs to be going into the cellar room there.
Yeah, we're definitely going to shove Frankie into various rooms. They're scary.
Yeah.
The baby Jesus.
Are you serious?
Sound like
We
baby
have a-
Jesus to me.
It's I think those people who left the paraphernalia are here.
Yeah.
They're probably thinking that they're...
Right.
Put it on AM, maybe?
I'm going to try AM.
There you go. 3.
Well, a 4.
Oh, just have to one-up everybody, eh?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, close that off.
Is there anybody there?
That's what I heard too. Is it the loudest? Didn't go?
No, but I figured there's people above us, so I didn't want to get too loud.
It won't bother them. They're not even real people.
There you go.
That's good.
All right, is there anybody there?
Is there anybody there?
Well, well. How old are you? This guy.
This
This
guy.
guy.
Did you ever have Nazi paraphernalia?
What are your political beliefs?
Oh my god.
Where are you?
Do you have any comments on the current state of immigration?
We've used that one before.
I know. It's supposed to be like, you know, like
It's a bit, right?
Yeah. Is there anyone in this basement with us?
Said something.
Yeah, there's something there.
Ask again, maybe. Is there anybody here with us in the basement?
In Jesus' name, what is your name?
Kathy!
You heard Kathy?
I heard
Here's
Kathy.
Kathy.
I'm Kathy.
I heard Adam. Like
Okay,
Adam.
well, we can all be winners.
We'll see. We'll see in the edit.
Yeah.
Is your name Kathy or Adam?
I heard Kathy.
Did you? I heard.
I heard Kathy.
Shut up! Both are wrong.
Yeah. If your name is Kathy, can you say Kathy one more time?
If your name's Adam, can you say Adam one more time?
I heard like, excuse me. April.
It's March.
It's April's coming.
Ghost doesn't even know.
Is April when you're going to haunt Eric?
I'm always haunted.
Oh,
remember-
so much bad luck.
What is the significance of April?
Oh. No, I
Is
feel that.
April your name? Yes.
That did sound like a yes, man. Yeah.
Ooh.
April, how old are you when you passed? If you don't remember, can you give us a year?
$1914.
It's always like 90.
How did you pass, April?
With money. Who did it?
I'm waiting for it to be Chuck E. Cheese one day.
Chuck E. Cheese?
You died at Chuck E. Cheese.
Did you die at Chuck E. Cheese?
See, no one ever dies at Chuck E. Cheese. It's bullshit.
Was it natural causes, or were you murdered?
Those are the only two.
I mean, the one thing I'll say
How
is
did-
interesting is that we're in the basement and it's AM.
Yeah.
Can you explain how you died?
Yeah, we're actually getting like responses like when we ask the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like never between.
I think April's a DJ.
DJ April. That is-
Yeah.
I don't know what else we could ask her.
Did you die in the 1920s? (1930s).
I heard like something, but sounded like maybe like not.
1940s. (1950s). Well, I guess his house wasn't here in the 1950s potentially. When was it here?
I think it was probably built in the 50s or
So
something.
you started way earlier.
Oh yeah, I started when Oshawa was.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
1920s being
Yeah, yeah.
Oshawa.
Did you die in the 60s or 70s?
That was a weird fucking noise.
Did you die in this house?
I don't think anyone died in this house, but the owners are probably dead at this point.
Are you buried in a nearby graveyard?
Yes.
Any more questions, Josh? Or is that it?
No, that's it for now. A weird.
You could say like, are you angry? Are you lonely? Why are you still here?
Are you intentionally still here? It does sound like a little like response in the background, but not like.
Yeah.
And it.
I feel like we keep talking over when something actually happens.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I might pick something up when you watch
Yeah.
the footage too.
All right, we're gonna stop using this now. So if you want to keep talking, there's a device that I've left on the ground.
April, if you have anything final to say, please say your piece now, either into here or into the device on the floor.
Or into my left ear.
But not the right one.
No. Definitely.
Oh my god.
kind
All
of
right.
there. It's kind of there.
It's pretty good.
Well,
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
What are your thoughts?
I think I have no thoughts on this currently. Really, there's a lot of radio, obviously, in the spirit box. I think it'd be worthwhile to go back and check it out with audio improved
In post production?
in post production. See
Yeah.
if there's any patterns that emerge from when responses were.
Didn't see anything with the dots.
No.
I did
Didn't
at one
see-
point see something out of the corner of my eye, which is kind of along the lines of what you were saying, but
Oh,
also
interesting.
you can see a lot of dust like floating around, so it
Yeah.
might have just been dust.
Honestly, I think with all the doors back here, it always kind of feels a little bit like there's a doorway out of the corner of your
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah, it's surrounded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no matter where you are, there's a door behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to watch on the camera to see, but because you guys were all in here,
Yeah, you can't really see
yeah,
much.
I was
of
like,
the
oh, is
camera,
that
yeah.
something? That's Josh.
Yeah.
Standing there.
It's hard to believe. It's such a small room, but there literally is 1, 2, 5 different doorways in this tiny room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we could go do that area,
Okay.
similar thing, and then we do like solo things in the cold cellar area.
Oh,
I'll do it. That's fine.
All right.
Cool.
what a coward Frankie is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's that?
Why, this is an attract spray from Moon Shadow Alchemy.
What does that even do, Josh?
Well, it's going to attract spirits and ghosts and other positive energy.
You're kidding me!
I'm not.
Where can I get that?
Online, on Facebook.
Wow! Alright,
That's the
there.
best thing I've ever seen.
All right, do you want to use dots?
Nice.
Maybe we'll
Nice.
set some dots up for stuff in the background, but I can still leave the lights on a bit.
Yep, the light switch is just
Do you have a dimmer or is it a light switch?
it's a dimmer, but it doesn't go super dim.
Yeah, I think it'll be
This is the
fine.
lowest, right?
Can you go lower though than that, please?
Could you try to go lower?
Eric-
You're actually
Eric, I need to go lower.
humoring us right now. It's great.
It's not going lower.
So Eric, Eric,
If you just try real quick, go a little bit lower.
so Eric, that wasn't good enough. Can you do lower, please?
Okay, but I don't understand because they're lights.
But like,
So make
Eric, actually try though. Like,
No, dim the lights.
yeah, dim the lights.
But they dim it lower.
Yeah, Eric,
Like less bright than.
Yeah, see the
Eric, do better. Come on,
less. No, too much.
No.
Too much.
You're
Eric.
not listening.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
so maybe just for simple stuff, we'll just start with just the EVP and the EMF.
Yeah.
I love that we call it EMF when it's not EMF. It's an EMF recorder.
Yeah, but you gotta use the quick words.
Yeah, instead of K2, we say EMF.
Yeah, EMF. It's an EMF.
If there's anybody here, please feel free to speak into either the recorder here or try to push that green light to another color, such as, oh, actually, we're not over there.
April,
Also,
baby.
you might not want to confuse it because there's a lot of green
There's a
lights.
lot of green lights. Well, yes, this device over here. So if you are here, can you please interact with one of these two things?
April, I want to thank you for coming here and vibing with us. Do us a solid real quick, homie. April, if you can, if you want, use my energy, use me to power these devices. That's fine.
You're just possessed.
It did go off like a little bit the first time I said that. I was like, but it's not doing anything.
In
now.
Jesus' name, April, use these devices.
In someone else's name?
In
your higher power's name.
Is there anybody there?
It said no,
Yeah,
but that
something in
means
the
it
show
is
maybe.
here, so it's a liar.
Oh.
Some people have thought they have seen stuff out of the corner of their eyes in the basement. Have you sneaked up on people?
Sneaked up.
Well, were you being a sneaky Sally?
Are you sitting
on the couch, arm beside Josh, breathing heavily into his ear. Specifically.
Now, April, we do appreciate you coming by with the spirit box in the other room. Can you do the same thing, help us out over here with the EMF and say something in that little device there at least? Please.
Did you lock Jordan out of his room? And did you drink his beer?
Use the EMF and blink to say yes. Don't blink for no.
I really wish that blinked. And it was just that they give us drink his beer.
Was it Jordan that locked the door by himself and forgot that he did it? Blink for yes, don't blink for no.
Are you someone other than April? Is someone other than April here? If you are, please set off that beautiful little green light. And by that I mean move it.
So I think there's a lot less
activity.
EMF activity in this room relative to the other one.
That would
So
make sense.
great job on, oh, what a cute background. Great job on your renovation. You've really sealed up all the wires in this half of the room very well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We worked hard at that.
So if you want someone to renovate your basement, so we can try using the spirit box again.
You know what I think it is? I think that spray worked so well, the protection spray, no one's even coming in here.
Maybe.
Buy yours today.
So, anyways.
Honestly, there is something to be said. Like, Phone could probably make a good beat to something like this.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so we were speaking to something in the other room. Is there anything in this room with us?
Chuck is here.
My boy Chuck, how the fuck are you? Chuck, how are you doing, buddy?
Skinny.
Skinny?
He's hungry.
Or are you telling me to get skinny?
There's always those little noises of like, I don't know what that
Did you
was.
say something
Any
about
words?
remark? Or wait, maybe he was like, that's a weird remark. That's what he was saying. I don't know.
Were you living in this house between 1920 to 1950?
Did this house know this then?
That's the trick, isn't it? Did you own this house?
Who here in this room do you like the most?
Nobody.
Markiplier. He's a Markiplier fan.
I heard
Eric.
probably Eric.
I heard the closest was Eric.
Yeah,
I
close
think.
to name was Eric, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Do you like Eric?
I heard Skinny again.
Honestly, I've been told I'm haunted, so, you know, makes sense.
Right. So you're haunting Eric?
What is it about Eric that you like?
It's a weird story. Tia's friend sees ghosts,
Oh yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah.
and she said there's like a little like dot thing following me around, and she thinks it's a miscarriage my mom had.
Really?
I did
Yeah.
hear something sound like
So it'd
Eric.
be like my
I
baby
heard
brother or
Eric again. I
sister
heard like
following me
probably
around.
Eric. That's interesting though.
I know, it's weird, right?
Are you related to Eric?
Is Eric the source of all the problems here? Oh,
I think the ghost likes Eric.
I get it.
Steve.
I mean, I do feel like every time I mention Eric, you do hear some sort of noise in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Move this closer so that you can listen to it later.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Are you glad that I moved that over? Did Frankie get a notification?
Mm-hmm. So, oh, I blinked again. EMF.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Huh?
What are your intentions with Eric?
That's what I figured.
No intentions?
None. I heard none. Just likes being around you, I guess.
I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Would it, are you fine just chilling?
Are you Eric's companion? Shit.
That's what I'd be saying too.
Yeah.
I get it.
So Eric, considering this is your house, is there anything that we should be asking?
You don't watch me when I'm on my own, right? I'll take that as a no, and I'm okay with it.
Are you watching Eric when he's all by himself?
Or maybe it's like awkwardly silent because it's like I do, and it's like uncomfortable. Why are you watching, everybody?
So,
Alright.
I mean, you have good intentions here. Am I correct? Okay.
That's good. It's a friendly ghost.
Alright.
I'm okay with this. You know, the being out of the corner of her eye is kind of creepy, but it's good to know I'm not gonna get shanked in my sleep. So you know.
And one more time, can we have your name, please?
You're so cool to have Chuck again.
Is Chuck your name?
Is April your name?
Was there an April here earlier, and is she gone now?
Whoa! I heard Samantha.
It's always good to hear vastly different things.
Frankie, does your girl like send herself in her sleep across large distances?
You mean like,
Astral project?
thank you.
No, that's not what it's called. It's called projecting astrally. But does she do that?
Can you please no longer be nice to Eric?
Okay.
Alright, so
Anyways,
anyways,
Ghost likes you.
Silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Likes, hurts my butt.
So again, before all that funny stuff, is your name Chuck?
oh, it went up again.
You really settled the Chuck thing.
Yeah, they already said no. After
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Chuck, yeah.
Oh, I was like, sorry. Okay, never mind.
Can you say your name? It does kind of sound like It does. I don't know if it's just like how the static's lining up. So it's like April.
Yeah.
How about this? Are you male or female?
Only two options.
What do you identify as?
Well, changing your question now that you know you're getting canceled. Real nice.
I just figured because of that.
Nothing in particular.
I heard girl.
Even the ghost doesn't want to get
Hey, girl.
canceled.
Yeah.
I heard girl.
Girl.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Are you okay with us calling you April? Because we can't clearly hear what you identify as name wise. I hope you're okay with us calling you April. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Alright.
So
Potential April.
you got a potential ghost named April that thinks you're pretty chill.
Cool. I'm okay with this.
Or we're vastly wrong. That's it yelling at us and it hates you.
I think it just called you a skank.
I can see that.
All right. Well, would you like to do some individual
Let's do
things?
some solo stuff, yeah.
All right.
All right, we did a solo session. Oh, sorry, we did a session in the living room. Now they're about to send me into the darkness in the cooler room here. So I'm going to go and do some EVPs and hope for the best.
Would you like this camera with you? Or are you just gonna hold your own camera?
Probably going to hold on the camera. That's okay.
All right.
We can get the door in case, like,
In case you
he
get trapped
gets
in there.
locked
And...
in.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know we had the vac here.
Sorry?
Well, the vacuum.
Okay. I'm gonna...
What about setting up, like, dots in there with them?
Okay.
You want some dots in there with you? It seems like a pretty small space.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's just close it. It's fine.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. All we're good.
I guess maybe we should actually leave.
April. Do you chill in here? How old are you, April?
37.
Not 37, eh? Did you used to live here? Were you married? Did you have kids? How are you right now? Can I think of anything else to say? Do you like Jordan? Oh, I think I'm done. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. And yeah, we'll see what's on the footage.
Okay.
God damn it.
How was that?
How
Yeah.
was it?
It's I felt like when I was in there initially, it was very like, because you're in a confined dark space, you kind of feel uncomfortable. So you know, it was a bit chilly in there because it's the cold room, right? So
Yeah.
but other than that, you know, that's it really.
I'm gonna be honest, dude, pretty good. That room creeps me out.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt a bit uneasy. I felt creepy. It is a creepy room,
Yeah,
but
cold fellas are pretty creepy.
other than that, yeah, here's
All right.
here's that. So that's done. What other rooms did you want to do? Did you want to do the tool room too or no? No, you say you didn't want to do that, right?
Oh, it doesn't matter if you're saying that you're feeling or seeing things in this
Honestly, I think
area.
that's easily the creepiest room in the house.
So
It does feel creepy in there.
the only
I
other thing
give
I'd
him that.
say is send Eric in there to do the same thing. We won't be able to trust anything that comes out of it because this be Eric be like, "How old are you?" 37.
Well, what if they are 37? Okay, what you gonna
Well,
deny
Yeah,
them
it's
now?
speaking through Eric because it's attached to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I agree. We should throw
Yeah, you
Eric
should
in
go
there.
yeah. Let's
You
throw
should
Eric
go
in there.
Ask
Okay.
her a few questions, or him, or they. I don't know. We
It
we
is
think it's a
already
girl.
recording for you.
What do I have to ask?
You could ask whatever you want to ask.
Okay.
Ask his political climate.
Do you have a camera on you?
I have my phone. Should I film this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, it's gonna be mostly black, but okay.
yeah, that's fine.
Just audio.
I just wanted to say that I farted.
So-
in there.
What about that climate, eh? Like, creepy and all that. So, how do you feel about that? The light went out, guys. The light went out.
What light?
No, but like the light from the recorder. That. Oh, okay. I was where's haunted. How long did you live here?
What was about it?
Did you enjoy living here? Why did you move out? If you hang out in the cold room, why is that? It's a kind of a lame room to hang out in. Like seriously, the cold room. Like who wants to hang out in the afterlife in a cold room? Come on, there's comfier rooms than this. Okay. What's your name? I feel like we're
Can you say that, Frankie?
What's your name?
All right, Eric, you can come out.
Is it Frankie? You're 37. Wow, I didn't. I was guessing that earlier. I can't believe I was right. I thought Frankie was gonna fart on me when I opened the door.
It's funny you say that. I actually farted while you were
I know.
going in. Okay.
How was that?
That room's cold,
Right?
and uncomfortable.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Well, is there anything else that you guys would like to try? Do you feel as though you've established anything here?
Yes.
So we've done a few different things. I think that there is no real history aside from some feelings that people have had, as we've discussed at the start there.
Yeah, there was
Feeling.
just general vibes especially when we moved in
Yeah.
particular.
There's nothing really all that fundamental EMF-wise. A couple little blips here or there. Heard a few things in the spirit box, but nothing that was too fundamental. But you know, there's potentially some answers going on there. So I guess we're just gonna say thank you to anything that we were interacting with. Have fun continuing to haunt Eric. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this investigation.
Thank you for watching Spectral Searches. This has been a Spectral Quickie.
Search for those spectrals.
Search for those spectrals.
Keep on spectraling.
And
We're
Keep-
still looking for a logo, apparently.
And-
Slogan.
and
Yeah.
keep ghosting. Keep. Don't be fantastic. Be phantasmic.
No.
Be spooky. Be ghoulish.
Who are you gonna call?
Goulash. Be scary. Be Spectral Searches. Our investigation into Eric's basement had a number of interesting finds, from the unsettling feeling Frankie felt in the bathroom to the various voices on the spirit box.
There are a number of orbs seen through the investigation, but it's also noted there's a lot of dust and bugs in the basement as well. Our EMF recordings can nearly all be accounted for by the router and electrical in the back room, yet the cold room had only one light in it and it showed a higher EMF than initially discovered. After the investigation, it was also noted that the motion sensor lights would frequently turn on and off by themselves while we stayed in the basement out of their field of view. From the creepy items found in the basement to the feeling of being watched, the residents of Eric's household will need to decide for themselves if the location has any paranormal activity during their own spectral searches.
Frankie's Quickie.
Frankie's Quickies, come on down.
Come on down.
To Frankie's
Come
Quickies.
on down to Frankie's Quickies. Glory hole in the washing stall. Quickies all the time. They're your favorite thing. Frankie's got all the
It's a cock ring.
cock ring. There you go.
All right, and on that.